Hey, and welcome to the SLO City Together Podcast. I am Jordan. It's been a while. I'm here with Mr. Brent Bramer.
Yeah, good to see you. It has been a while. Man, I've actually really missed being here and doing this. We were
I have too.
both on vacation last week.
Yeah.
This is a place where strangers
become...
You know this.
Friends become
family. Are you serious? Yep.
We still haven't figured it out.
I know. But, man, vacation was nice.
Yeah.
The world is still turning, kind of.
It's something. It's doing something. It's like, atrial fibrillation. Like it's quivering.
AFib.
The world is AFib. The
Atrial.
Atrial. Fibrillation.
Yeah. Where your heart is like beating.
Quivering. There are different ones. I don't know what they are. My wife knows.
I took a glance.
Quiz her on this.
Took a glance at the news and everything's falling apart.
Yeah.
We're still here though.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about your time away or no?
My time away?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, today it's July 6th.
Yes. 2020.
Happy Independence Day weekend.
Yeah.
I think we're allowed to say that. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to respond to that. It's baiting. You're baiting a response.
I'm sorry. It's a weird time, man. It's such a weird time. Yeah, so it was good. We got away. We went up to Tahoe. The bluest water I've ever seen.
Really?
Dude. Like Caribbean.
I've heard it's incredible.
The Caribbean. Like going down to Haiti, there are some bays. La Baie de Mystique.
We took a boat around the corner from there.
Mole Saint Nicola. Yeah.
I didn't have a good experience.
That little paradise cove.
Yeah. With Curtis take you there?
Yeah. Literally some of the bluest water.
Yeah.
Bluest fresh water. And you can see, like, you can see down to the bottom and you can see everything. It's crazy. It's the clearest water.
Tahoe?
The clearest fresh water I have ever seen. It's apparently like some of the purest water in the world. And it never freezes. We Wikipedia'd it, the whole thing.
Sure.
And apparently there are bodies in the bottom of the lake.
Oh, you just ruined it. Come on, man.
I'm serious. You should Google it. And they're still like full preserved because of how cold it is.
Where's that?
Skylar's in the background laughing. He's holding this.
What?
So it was great. It was a great trip. We boated a little bit. We hiked a lot. We floated down the Truckee River, which was relaxing. We turned off our phones. We sat in the woods. If you've ever heard the wind blow through those like redwood, pine, Pocahontas song. Yeah. It was so good. What about your vacation? How was yours?
Oh man, it was good. We did one night in Cambria, and then came back and did a staycation. I am not good at staycationing. I found that out the hard way.
I told you.
I
can't
so
either.
funny story. Can I tell a funny story?
Yes.
From Cambria?
Absolutely.
So we check into our hotel and see you at the front desk, and they give you your key card with your room number. Room 801, Gallagher's here. Here's a map they highlighted. Here's where you go, blah, blah, blah.
Such a big facility.
Yeah, such a huge complex. But okay, go around the parking lot, room 801. So we go, swipe in, throw the door open, and there are people in the room. And a cloud of smoke puffs out as we open the door. And we're like frozen. So we just pull the door closed really quick.
Are you serious?
And
what kind of smoke?
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with smokes.
Was it vape? Was it cigarette?
I don't know. I have my... Yes.
Was it skunky?
Yes, it was a little skunky. Okay. So we went back to the front desk. We go back to the front desk, and we're like, hi, there's somebody in 801. And he's like, oh, that's because I was supposed to give you 802.
Oh, my gosh.
Right next door to where we just walked in, which I never realized how easily that could happen.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, it's that easy. He just sent us...
Human error.
Oh.
That's why we need artificial intelligence.
That was very disconcerting. But then in 802, like, all the TVs, all the wires were pulled. It was very weird.
Was it COVID safe, you think,
weird.
or no? Clearly not.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. That's great.
It was good, though. It was a good trip.
That's hilarious.
It was Yeah. It was
So
something.
before you saw the people,
So as the door was opening,
did you make eye
I could
contact?
see into the bathroom, and I saw like a Ziploc bag with toothpaste, and I was like, huh. And then it opened, and there was just like I don't know, an 18-year-old dude sitting on a couch, just like, but he didn't even turn around.
Eating a bag of
He didn't
Cheetos.
even turn around. He didn't move a muscle. And we just stood there for probably 3 seconds, and then we like grabbed the door and slammed it shut.
Oh my goodness, man. When we went up to we sat at Donner Lake. We went to there's like this little lake northwest, I think, of Tahoe called Donner, and it's got this little state park. It felt like a camp because people
Right.
are out paddle boarding and everything. And you would rush to get there and set up your chairs and like get your little part of the lake. There's a rope swing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this one day, we were up there for 3 days, and one day this gentleman, say this long-haired fellow, sat down behind us, and I mean he was there for a good 3 hours, and I don't
Just
think,
watching you?
No, I think he
Oh.
was in a different place,
Okay.
and he brought some tools with him, and he was just, it was, dude. I was like, I don't think he, yeah, I didn't know like what was proper. Cause can we talk about marijuana on
Drug
this
use.
podcast?
I mean, it's totally up to us.
It's
what we
like
talk about.
it's legal, right?
It is.
But the
I'm sure there are
way
restrictions. I don't think you're allowed to smoke anything in a hotel room. You know,
are you not?
I don't like.
This guy had the biggest pipe I've ever seen in my life out in a public space. Kids are
I don't know.
kids
the rules
are
on public
kids are
space,
running around
honestly.
everywhere,
I don't
and the smoke is just like.
gushing.
And then he falls asleep for a
Oh.
good hour. He wakes up.
I kind of feel happy for this guy.
He was having a great day. He was having a great day. And I was just, because we moved from a place in the world where engaging in smoking marijuana was
illegal.
illegal. Well, but is it? I think it's legal now. And so it was kind of crazy. It was kind of funny. Like I wanted to.
This is our
It was,
innocence and ignorance at work here.
I know.
Can you?
Can you? I mean, yeah, it was kind of funny.
Wow.
So, that was
So the pictures I saw or videos, it looked like you guys were all alone. That was not the case. Like there were.
we were alone. So we probably stay longer than most people at
Okay.
places. We like to just sit and just. And so by about 3, everybody would
clear out.
leave, and
Get-
it would just
get
be
dinner
us,
ready.
except for us and our friend.
Yeah.
He was still asleep. And yeah, we would just stay through, and it was nice.
Okay.
The one day it was pretty chilly for, I guess, the locals, and so we were there by ourselves.
What was that? What?
It was like 65 and
Okay.
a little windy, and our kids can swim in any condition. We jumped into Tahoe, which is exhilarating because it's like 50 degrees, and I thought Jenna was gonna die. The kids were
can't
like,
do
"Mom, you gotta jump in." So she mustered up the courage. She jumped in, and I think had instant hypothermia.
Yeah, I don't.
And like, it locks you up for a second, and you're like, you takes your breath away, and but dude, it was so pretty, so pretty.
We got in the pool at that hotel in Cambria.
Yeah.
You had to sign up for a time
Slot?
slot.
Did they filter
And
the water in between?
No, the pool was heated, but the air in Cambria was not. So it was like 55, and the water was
it
like
steaming?
high 70s. The second day it was a little bit.
Cambria's awesome. Did you guys go to that sandwich shop?
No,
You don't like it.
nah.
What do you like?
We went for our anniversary, and we were like, yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
The service was bad.
Well, of course.
They were mean. They were mean people.
Yeah.
They were like
Well, you're in.
frustrated. We were asking questions. They're like, no, it's cheddar cheese. I'm like, sorry, this is cheese. I was asking.
I just wanted it American
just
singles.
asked.
I wanted it American
I
singles.
asked for craft singles. I didn't think it was a big deal. No, but we had fun. We had fun. It was a good trip.
Cool.
What
That's great.
else? What
But
else? What
staycations
else?
aren't good for me either. Going back to that, because staycations for me, I think, dude, you gotta get out of your routine. Jen and I talked about this. Rest is built in to. I feel like God creates us for rest, and sometimes you need to break out of the norm to reconfigure your normal.
Well,
Like retreating. Why did Jesus climb up in the mountains and pray? Why
But
did he?
So I'll tell you what I discovered, though.
Oh.
It wasn't. So for the past 9 years, my restful vacation has been the same place.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah.
And every trip is exactly the same.
Yep.
It's not like I'm flying by the seat of my pants. It's picking up. We got interrupted. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But for the past 9 or 10 years, my vacation routine has been the same, and it's very predictable. But like, I don't know. For me, it's the and maybe this is unhealthy. But like, vacation for me is eating terribly, having ice cream twice a day.
Yeah, or twice.
And when I was home, it doesn't feel right to do that. Like, you feel like you still have to be responsible.
Yeah, you do.
So I don't know.
Hey, can I real quick? Last vacation thing.
Okay.
We show up to Truckee, and we pull down the street, and there in the distance, a little red glowing light. Dairy Queen.
Oh,
There was a Dairy Queen.
full or just?
No, full freestanding Dairy Queen.
Oh,
And
man.
I think everybody in the city loves it because there was like a line of 16 cars at all time. So the first night we got blizzards from Dairy Queen, which is a blast from the past. We had when we lived in Kentucky, we had a Dairy Queen down the street, and it would be a special treat for everybody to go down there. So that was it. So it was awesome, dude. It was a great time. So
That's great.
you guys did a great job with church.
Oh, thanks.
Church on
Skylar.
on Sunday. Skylar had his first message
Yeah.
sermon.
Sky
How'd you feel like
Guy
you did?
Davis.
He's listening to us right now.
On the record or off the
You
record?
can whisper. On the record,
On
but
the record.
secretly off the
I
record.
think they did awesome. I was I was impressed. I'd never heard him speak in that capacity. Like, I've been around him a lot teaching for the youth, the children's stuff.
Yeah, he did a good job. Did
did
Very
awesome.
proud of him. Good job, Skylar.
Yeah.
Proud of you. So,
But yeah, it was we tried to keep you out of it.
You did.
Conceal you.
you did. You did. You know what was really nice too? Like I left my phone at the place that we stayed, and it was, I think, man, it's so important. Especially, Skylar actually mentioned this in a sermon. In a time where we are more attached to our screens than ever before,
Yeah.
it is so. Do you do a good job of that? Putting down your phone and like getting off of it?
I do at night. Yeah, like I typically around 9 o'clock try to put it on the stand, plug it in, and don't look at
I
it.
feel like I need to do a better job of like when I walk in the door to be home, it needs to go in a phone bucket
Yeah.
and just turn it off until 9. Because for me, I can I'll check it a couple times at night. Sometimes, especially in this season, work doesn't really stop,
Yeah.
or quote unquote work. I feel like I'm always trying to be available. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough.
It is tough. And I think you are like me. Like, if I see a text that gets my wheels turning, it's
Oh.
game over.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
you know, it doesn't matter if I'm not going to respond to it for 3 days. The fact that I saw it.
Same thing for like social media posts.
Oh yeah.
Like if I see someone post something that is
Off-putting or
off-putting or even just thought-provoking.
Sure.
I'm like, it can send me into this and I think that's where the anxiety of social media people are like, I don't have a social media. It doesn't cause me to compare.
Right.
No, but it causes you to think
It
about
does.
things
Yeah. Whether
that you don't need to think about
Right.
at midnight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or at 11 p.m. or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, So before vacation, I saw something right before bed one time that just ticked me off. Like somebody posted something. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you saying that? And then I'm laying in bed, like having a conversation with this person in my mind.
Right.
And I'm like, and then I'm praying about which the prayer was good, but then but I'm like, I think all of this could have just been avoided if I just would have not looked at my phone
Right.
as I am going to bed.
Yeah.
So rest is important.
Yeah. Put your phones up.
Make sure double check the front desk person's ability to give you the right room.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know where you're going with that. Yeah. Ask twice.
Ask twice. Are you sure someone's not
Yeah, it'll
smoking
be a
pot in my
That would be
room?
a new practice for me. Here's your room.
So
Are you sure?
yeah.
Is that really it?
So Anyway, we got a lot coming up, though. I'm excited about this week. My son turns 13
Man.
tomorrow. Can you believe that?
No.
13 years old.
No.
I have a teenager.
Man. I remember him as a little baby.
I have a teenager, man.
Little baby boy.
He was so nice.
At the Kentucky Kingdom overheat. Remember that?
You know, what's interesting, when you watch your kids grow up, Keegan has always been loud, kind of like funny, like the boisterous? Boisterous?
Yeah.
Boisterous. The loud one. And he's carried that on through now to where now he's getting funnier. Like, I think he went through a phase.
But in a way that makes you mad?
Well, no, like, he definitely makes us mad.
Yeah.
But like he went through I would say until recently, for the past 6 months, it's just been really stupid middle school humor.
Yeah.
But now he's catching. I'm like, that's not funny. This is funny. That's and he's catching on, and he's making Jenna laugh in ways that
really,
yeah, it's kind of cool to see. But it's also really sad because he's getting big.
He is getting big,
getting old. The fact that we got 5 more years until he
I
goes to
know.
college.
I thought about that the other
is
night.
Sickening.
Yeah.
We should have held him back a year.
Yeah. Just
Maybe
it's not too late.
Maybe we can make him fail. He
Yeah.
almost did. I'm just kidding. He's trying. Stop. I think you have to try to. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about it. You have to try to fail.
Do
He
you?
does. He does. When you don't apply yourself.
I almost failed gym my freshman year.
Oh my God.
So can I tell you a story about gym?
Yeah.
So they can't still do this. Tell me that this is against the law now. They made me take my shirt off the first day of school and take a picture. Do they do that still? And then the last day they made me take my shirt off and take a picture. Do they do that?
And they gave you a grade based on what you...
No. That's actually the funny part.
Hold on.
So
Just you or all kids?
all kids.
Oh my
all
God.
kids. And you would have a meeting with the gym teacher.
Where did you go to school?
Bethel Tate High School.
I think there needs to be an investigation.
I agree. So, but here's the funny part. So I almost failed because I kept not bringing my clothes to change into. And so if I did want to do what they were doing. And
Oh
so
my
I would get points against. What?
No, keep
Okay.
going.
So
I'm shocked.
So me and a couple friends had this idea. So every Thursday was weight day or something. And so we were like, okay, you two will spot me. I'm not going to lift. You're just going to lift for me, right?
Oh
On the
my
sides.
gosh.
But at the end of the year, the gym teacher, looking at my before and after picture, was like, I can really tell a difference from all the work you've put in this year, which I haven't put any work in. So we all got a good laugh out of
Oh
that.
my
But that can't be, they
gosh.
can't do that, right?
Well, how old were you?
I was a freshman in high school.
Skylar, did they do that with you? Did you ever take your shirt off in gym class and to have a picture taken of you?
And it was in a room by yourself.
By yourself
Yes,
with just the gym
with
teacher.
just the gym teacher.
Oh my gosh. No, we did like a body mass index test where they take that pincher and they pinch
That's humiliating.
They pinch your like
I would have rather have a naked picture taken.
you were
That wasn't naked. I wasn't naked. Shirtless.
my
Sorry. That was a slip.
So
slip.
no, they did that.
Oh.
And we did that was like middle school, I think.
Really?
How crazy is that? That is nuts, man. You know, Keegan's is like they have to log. I went to a school. You didn't have gym uniform. You didn't have to change into your gym clothes.
You didn't?
I don't think.
I didn't have a uniform. We just
They
had
have
to
a
bring,
gym uniform.
I know. I saw that. We
Maybe
just had
that
to
is
bring
true.
gym clothes
Maybe
from
that is.
home. It was like our own.
Yeah, Keegan was kind of creeped out by that too.
Really?
Like, yeah, he's like, yeah, because it's just it's a weird dynamic. And then how do you get graded? You get graded off of your level of participation. And so when he got like a B, we're like, how?
What?
How? Like, how do you even get a B in PE?
Yeah.
And
I gotta see. Takes after his uncle.
You gotta see.
If I didn't want to play a sport, I just wouldn't change.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. That's
Ugh,
messed up.
That's crazy.
That was messed up.
That is crazy.
So there you go.
So lots happening in the city. We still got things racking and rolling. We got.
yeah, how did we get here?
I don't know.
Keegan.
You want to talk about monuments, statues? NASCAR?
I mean, what is there to say?
Yeah, we got it. It's been a while. What we need to say is that. Go ahead.
You know, my personal take is I don't get it, man. I don't get why anybody would defend a statue. I don't get that. I don't understand the argument of approaching it as saying, well, you're destroying history, so we're going to forget history. That's not how statues work. Statues aren't there. Like, when we learn about...
But I'm just going to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
From this side. Because it's like, when you grow up with something, okay, like, you and I didn't grow up, like, with statues. I didn't have a statue in my house of a religious figure or political figure. We didn't, you know. But when you do, and you, like, are like, and I think there is, so I think our job is to, as pastors, is to think through the lens, and as a follower of Jesus, think through the lens of, like, where people are coming from with their angst. And I think there is this, I don't know.
But I guess that's what I'm saying, is, like, if these are statues of like, blatantly racist people, like, I guess that's what I'm thinking about mostly, is, like, these blatantly, like, outspokenly racist Confederate heroes, right? Because at least from what I've seen, the argument isn't, oh, they were actually a good person. The argument is like, oh, we're going to forget history if we tear that statue down. That's the argument I've heard most. Am I off base in that?
I just
my answer
I think
to that is like, no, that's not how we remember history.
I think where some people are coming from, though, is like, there's no. I agree. You cannot, like, everybody agrees. Germany went through this with the Nazi regime. Of, like, we don't want to honor that general or that person or this symbol,
because that's what a statue is meant to do,
right?
Not to have a history lesson.
Yeah,
it's an honoring of something.
But I think there is a fear for some people that, like, there is this move to rewrite history, and that threatens them. And I'm not saying this is me. Right. It's threatening to think we're losing our foundational principles, and we're losing a firm footing. Because people, let's be honest, people want black and white. People want, like, I don't know. This is how I want to think about history. And you're suggesting an alternative history or a revisionist history, plugged him out, Malcolm Gladwell's podcast, which I think is great.
Yeah. A
revisionist history where we're gonna actually tell you the real story of what happened, and then that's threatening. I don't know. Does that make sense? And so I'm not
right.
I'm not defending it.
Right.
I'm just like,
I guess
maybe there needs to be a more and this I think people would like a more what is the word where you're
boisterous?
No.
Is that the word you're looking for?
Boisterous. No, a more diplomatic approach to this.
Oh, okay.
But I get where from the other side, there's been diplomatic garbage for hundreds of years. So I don't know.
Yeah,
here's the deal, man. I'm just seeing people are tying their hopes to politics, and you're seeing where that. I just think our hope is in Jesus, who, and I'm also been drawn to. I've been running a couple this past week, and just thinking about how ironic it is that Jesus steps into an oppressive government, underneath an oppressive government. I mean, we say this all the time: a politically, religiously, gender divided, racially divided culture, and somehow brings those people together and binds them together in the church, and has this crazy, diverse group of people that are centered around Jesus. And I think that's what we long for. And I don't know. So it's hard, man. It's hard to, like, it's hard because you do want political change. Yeah. But when political change doesn't come, and I'm not an oppressed person.
Right.
I'm not. So.
Right. Oof. My mind has now waded into the deep waters that I don't know that there's any coming back.
I'll send you a deep text at 9:00 get
Thank
your
you.
mind thinking
I
and keep
won't
you
read
up all
it
night.
till 8
So-
a.m.
You don't check email either.
That's not fair to say.
You don't.
I need like a subject line that is important. If it's just a forward, I'm
You
not
don't
going to read
check
it
it?
until we reference
You don't check it. Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
Good?
yeah, I think we're good. I think we're running.
All
out of
hearts
steam.
clear?
Yeah, we gotta say popsicles tonight on the patio.
Oh, yeah.
6:30 to
7:30.
7:30. It's hot today. Decent. Not as bad as
Not
yesterday.
as hot as yesterday.
But we'll have popsicles. Do you want to roll out a secret, or do you want to wait till tomorrow?
Oh, I
Okay,
think
so we're moving our recording location from the offices back to Mission Prep. We are taking a step back to Mission Prep. We're going to be recording Thursday night from Mission Prep with a few people in the room.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that. It'd be interesting to like gauge. I'm like such a relational person when you're preaching. If you just see eyes and no mouth and no nose, like with masks on, I wonder if I'm gonna feel like just being like scrutinized.
I hope so they feel what we have felt. You make them put music stands in front of all their faces so that you can't see any of their faces.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see your questioning face. Don't question me.
You stop 30 seconds and guys, I need everybody to put something in front of their face. Come on. I can't do this. I'm teasing a joke at your
So that's
expense. I
happening.
apologize. Yeah, that's happening. And we'll see from there, I guess.
Yeah.
We're
It'll be great.
a lot of
things.
a lot of unknowns,
lot of-
just as there are in everybody's life.
A lot
So
of
we're
possibilities. The
just-
possibilities and opportunities are endless.
Oh, that's a great way to look at it. It's a great way to look at it. Yeah. Cool.
I want to leave you with a quote from Skylar Davis. Skylar, give me a quote.
I don't like this.
He's not witty enough to come up with one. What did you say? Don't be afraid. By
I don't
Skylar
wanna
Davis.
be
Even though
afraid,
he's afraid to go
even
see
though
his
he's
girlfriend.
so afraid.
He's so afraid. But don't be. All right.
All right. That's
great-
all the time we have for today.
Have a great week.
Love you. Bye.
We'll see you Thursday.
Peace.
Maybe.